Why do we need a leisure battery in a caravan or a motorhome?
Hello, I'm Janet. Ian and I are presently staying on a camping and caravan CS site in East Anglia. A few weeks ago I overheard a conversation in our local caravan accessories shop between the very experienced assistant and a gentleman who'd just taken ownership of a caravan, and she was going through a list of accessories that he would need to enable him to use his caravan efficiently. Things like a wastewater container, a freshwater butt, a pump for the water butt, a leisure battery. At which point he said, "Oh no, I'm not going to bother with a leisure battery. I don't need one of those." And of course she had to correct him and said, "Sir, I'm sorry, you do need a leisure battery or your caravan just will not work properly." And that's what's given me the idea for this video. I'm going to ask Ian to show you that our freshwater butt and water pump are connected to the caravan. I'm coming round the other side of the van. For this video, for this purpose, we have disconnected the mains electric hookup. So there is definitely no mains electric going into this caravan at the moment. So let's go inside and see what we can do. I just shut this fly screen. And then I'm going to ask Ian to pan round and show you that the 12-volt control panel is all switched off. And then for the first test, I'm going to turn a light on. Nothing. Another light on, which would illuminate up here. Nothing. Switch them off again. And now I'm going to turn the control unit, the 12-volt control panel, on. And when I switch it on, first thing it will show me is the charge in my leisure battery. And that's showing 13.6. So that's fully charged, that's absolutely fine. And I need to press the lights switch there, and we'll try turning a light on again. So the power to the lights is coming from the leisure battery. What about the water? There will be a little bit. Pump's not working, because on the control panel there's another switch for the pump, and when I switch it on, a little yellow light will illuminate. There we go, and that shows me that the water pump and the caravan are connected. Turn the tap on again. Brilliant. Water is being pumped through the tap. The power is coming from the leisure battery. Now we're going to walk through to the bathroom. And the sink in the bathroom, the tap, works on exactly the same theory. The leisure battery is powering the pump and the pump is pushing the water through the tap. And the same can be said of the shower. I won't show you that one. What about the toilet? Flushing the toilet. You've got it. The leisure battery gives the power to flush the toilet. Where would we be without that one? Some caravans, including this one, have a motor mover. on. What's powering that? When you use the motor mover, you're not connected to electric hookup, you haven't got your 12 volt system on, but we expect the motor mover to work, and that's because the motor mover is wired directly to the leisure battery. And if you have a motor mover, you actually require a stronger, more powerful leisure battery, because the motor mover requires a lot of power to work. Now we have another piece of equipment in the van that's extremely important to us, and of course that's the fridge. As we already know, the fridge can run off mains electric, it can run off gas, and it can run off the leisure battery. And the choice, of course, is ours. Firstly, I'm going to ask Ian just to show you yet again that the 12 volt control panel is on. And I'm going to open the fridge door, and you'll be able to film the fact that the light is on, the power is coming through to the fridge. Lovely. Shut the door. Now I'm going to switch the 12 volt control panel off, so Ian can film me doing that. I'm going to switch all the switches off, the lights, the pump and the on off switch of the control panel. They are now all off. So what's happening to the fridge? Well, we'll open the door and find out. The light is on, the power is still coming through to the fridge from the leisure battery. How's that working then? The fridge has a separate wiring loop from the fridge to the leisure battery, so that it can run the fridge for us while we're travelling. When we hitch the car up and we connect the 13-pin electrical connection, we hear it all whir. All the 12 volt sockets in this van have no longer got any power to them. All the exterior lights on the caravan come on, and one of those pins sends charge to the leisure battery. But only when the car engine is running and the car battery is fully charged will any power or charge be sent to the leisure battery, which is running your fridge. When you pull onto a service station or a lay-by during your journey and you switch the car engine off, there's no charge going to the leisure battery, but it is still running the fridge. You may be fortunate enough to have a solar panel, as we do, and if the weather conditions are right, there is charge going to the leisure battery from that. But you've got to remember, when the car engine is not running, the leisure battery is not receiving a charge from that source. Even when you pull up onto the site, you can be in a queue trying to check in, it takes a while to find your pitch, to get things sorted. All the time the car isn't running, the leisure battery is not receiving a charge and it is running itself down. So you need to get the other power source connected. Always remember that. There is another very important point here, that if you're not using your fridge, you need to switch the fridge off, because it will continually ask to be running, and if there's nothing in it, you don't need to, do you? How do we do that? Well, on this fridge, my fridge control panel here, I turn it to the top, to the 0, and I have switched the fridge off. Look at the light. It's not on. There is absolutely no power going to that fridge now, even though the leisure battery and the fridge are still connected, because I've switched the fridge off. What else do we rely on the leisure battery for? Well, the cooker's quite another important piece of equipment. You have gas rings, which of course you then ignite, and the igniter is powered by the leisure battery. The grill and the oven also need the igniter to fire up. Again, it's the leisure battery. If you are running your fridge, or intend to run your fridge from gas, once you've set all your settings, you then would press the igniter. That too is powered by the leisure battery. Moving further along in the van, we have the control panel for the boiler and hot water. Whenever we want to request it to heat the water or to heat the van, we press this on or off and put the settings in that we require. That is also powered by the leisure battery. The radio in this van is here, which I use quite a lot. I rather like my radio. That is powered by the leisure battery. In our cupboard here, the TV aerial, and there is a booster, and the booster is powered by the leisure battery. If you have a fan on the roof of your caravan or motorhome, that too is powered by the leisure battery. If you have an alarm on your van, that is powered by the leisure battery. And in this van we have two 6-amp sockets. There's one here and there's one in the bedroom. They're very useful sockets actually, and they too are powered by the leisure battery. Is there anything that isn't powered by the leisure battery, you might be asking by now? We have two alarms here. One is a carbon monoxide alarm and one is a smoke detector. Both of these are powered by normal batteries. So too is the clock over here. It's battery operated. They do not use leisure battery. If your van has a tracker system on it, in case your van is ever stolen, the tracker itself has its own battery incorporated in it. It's hidden somewhere in this van and it will power itself should it ever be needed. It does not rely on the leisure battery. I hope some of these tips and pieces of information are helpful to you. Your support is very important to us. If you would like to subscribe to our channel Useful Wisdom, please click the kite icon here. We also have a playlist, and if you would like to watch more of our videos, please click the icon here. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.